my second cousins. I knew they were in a crisis. And even though I hadn't seen my cousins in probably 5 or more years, I knew I didn't want them to go with strangers when I had a home with just me to take them in. I knew I had to step up in spite of relatives trying to talk me out of it because I was at the time 57, never parented. I was like, I'm going to give it a go. These babies need my help. I had a room for each of them and a heart full of love, and they were going to have to bear with me. The first thing I thought about was like, oh my God, I can't even fry chicken. I can't do anything. I can DoorDash. I'm the queen of DoorDash, and I can set a beautiful table. But I was thinking about my village of support. One of my girlfriends got out of her bed at like midnight, came over and brought all kinds of supplies for her. So I knew right away. It made me calm down and know that I wasn't in this by myself, even though I'm single. I think you should depend on your village. So you don't have to know everything. You shouldn't know everything. So be transparent enough to ask for help when you need it. At first, I was trying to be a one-woman island, and that was just ridiculous. I was also thinking about how in the past I might have been too judgmental about parenting. Since I worked for children's services, I had high expectations, and now I had to be the one to march to the beat. Parenting has been an eye-opener. I am a school social worker at Woodford Academies. When we would get there late because he wouldn't get up, I'm like, I hate those robocalls. I make those calls. I cannot be a parent that's tardy. Come on, dude, move it. But, being 13, he's gonna do what he's gonna do. So I had to learn that, I can't force my will on him. Let him make his, poor decisions, and we can talk about consequences and why for every action there's a reaction. Like over a Christmas break, his aunt called me and told me he did something that was ridiculous. And he was so afraid when he got back to my house that I was gonna put him out. And that was just a very tearful night for all of us. I'm like, no, it's us. We're a family. I'm not gonna put you out if you make a mistake. I was like, let's sit down and write down what we need from each other. So I didn't think they'd really do it. They did it. So it was all about acceptance, and I just couldn't believe that he poured out his little heart and how he had been made to feel he was never gonna be anything, never amount to anything, never be great. So we made a pact, and then we all signed it. And so we did our own little, I wasn't trying to be a therapist, stepping out of my lane, but we did our own little safety agreement that if we're feeling low or depressed or unloved or ugly or anything, that we're gonna come to each other first, and that's our little tri-pact. I have a college kid. Some of my friends said that I should be grateful because some parents never get to drop off at college, and I had her under a year and was already dropping her off for college and having that experience and that fun and the memories. And I was so proud of her for overcoming what was going on in her personal life. We were at her honor ceremony at Coleraine High School, and she has anxiety disorder. And okay, let me calm down. And she walked across the stage in front of all those hundreds of people in her white dress. And she looked right at me and she did that to me. I was like, oh my gosh, this is my baby. Even though I respect their mom, but yeah, they've been through so much. Sometimes it's too real. And I don't want them to carry any more guilt. I want them to be able to be kids. You don't have to worry about me or anybody else. I wouldn't trade them for anything. And the little things when they come and they knock on my door and they call me cousin, that's my name. I don't get to have Dionne Barnett be my name. I'm a forever cousin. So they're knocking the door, cousin, can we come in? And they climb in my bed with me. And they were like, were you lonely before we came? I'm like, I guess I was. I thought I was kicking it, dating and all that, but now I got you guys.